Good afternoon. Welcome to Suburban Christian School for the home openers of the 2024-2025 athletic season. And the first junior high volleyball contest features our visitors, the Heritage Hall Christian Patriots, and your Suburban Christian Crusaders. I invite you to join me in a word of prayer as we ask God's blessing on our time together this evening. Gracious Heavenly Father, thank you so much for allowing this night to happen. We thank you, Lord, for each spectator coming out in support. Thank you for each athlete and coach. Thank you for the officials taking time out of their schedules and all the helpers that were able to make this night possible. Thank you for sending your son to die for us. Lord, I pray for the game this evening, that you would give safety to all the players, help them to give their very best. Give our officials wisdom and discretion as they make their calls. And God, when we leave this building tonight, give everyone safety as we travel. And we ask these things in Jesus' precious name. Amen. All right, we're going to meet the starting lineups first for the visiting Heritage Hall Christian Patriots. Number 24, Phoebe Stein. Number 31, Reagan Halleck. Number 32, Sophia Hawk. Number 33, Leah Raymond. Number 34, Paige Cunningham. And number 35, Landon Shields. And let's meet the starters for those Crusaders, starting off with number 2, Brooklyn Montgomery. Number 3, Natalie Connor. Number 5, Sophia Napier. Number 8, Julie Carpenter. At number 10, Blessing Zing. And number 11, Dot Sung. I'll fix that one later.
All right, hello and welcome back to another season of SCS Athletics. Welcome back to another sports season here at Suburban as we get ready for the home opener here for Suburban. As I hope you are doing well and your afternoon has been going all right. As this is a junior high girls volleyball matchup between Heritage Hall and Suburban. All right, just wanted to make sure everything is set up all right. Looks like it is. We're ready to go. And we are ready for takeoff as this one is up and away, and there is Suburban with it as I get familiarized with the names once again, and that one falls, and I give a point to Suburban. It is 1-0. I do not have any lineup information for Heritage Hall. I do have it for Suburban, as there is nothing on Max Preps either, as that one's over. That one, there's Sophia Napier, and 24, that one is over. Natalie and Sophia over, and that one is out of bounds, and it will be a point for Heritage Hall. We're tied at 1 apiece. And that one away, and there's Julie, and Natalie got it over. 33, back to Natalie, and there's Brooklyn, and she gets it over. That one back to Suburban, and here's 33, and that one back over to Suburban, Julie, and there's Brooklyn, and that one got over by Natalie. 33 for Heritage, and that one she basically catches it, number 35, as it gives Suburban a point, 2-1. Huh, what am I doing? Put the scorer thing up there. What's wrong with me? All right, we're just getting back into things here. As that one hits the net, and it will be a point Suburban, 3-1. And that one is over for Brooklyn, and there's 24 off the ceiling. 33 sitting it the wrong way, and it will be 4-1 Suburban. And the serve from Brooklyn, that one over, and there's 34, 32, and that one hits the ceiling. 5-1 Suburban. Timeout taken by Heritage Hall, and that's the first timeout. All right, out of the timeout. As that one is over, and that one, Heritage Hall cannot get that over, as it is now 6-1 in favor of Suburban. As here's Brooklyn Montgomery getting that ball over, and there is that one over, and there is Blessing, and there is 33. And not able to get it over. 7-1 in favor of Suburban. That one away, and there is 34, and that one over bar her, and there is 11 dot, and that one falls for a point for the Patriots. It is 7-2. And now substitution. 32 goes out and 29 comes in. And the serve is a bit short, and that makes it 8-2 in favor of the Crusaders. Natalie Connor now serving for Suburban. And that one away, and right there, 34 and 35. 34 punches it over, and that one falls for the Patriots. It is 8-3. Serving is 33, and there's Sophia. And that one over for Suburban. And that one over. There is Julie. Blessing. And there's Sophia punching it over there. And that one will fall. Suburban gets the point. It is 9-3. And Sophia puts it over, and that one falls in bounds as it is 10-3. Trying to figure out where to go. Natalie came out, and there's Sophia putting it over, and that one falls right there as it is 11-3. Sophia puts the ball over. That one falls, a point for Suburban, 12-3. Sophia sends it, and that one off the hand, and make it 13-3, a 10-point advantage for the Crusaders. And now another substitution is going to be made, it looks like, or not. Timeout actually taken by Heritage Hall. So in case I was mumbling in the beginning, I just wanted to say, welcome back to another sports season here at Suburban. This is your guy, Matthew Fox, coming to you once again for his 4th year as your announcer at Suburban. And this is the home opener for both the junior high girls of Suburban and varsity. So I just wanted to make that point across, and let's put some more music back on. But there's no lineup stuff for them.
I tried them. They just gave me I can only get their starters paired
Oh.
over time.
Well, can you mark ours? I don't have. As that's off the fingertips, and 14-3 Suburban. As we're out of the timeout, and that serve is over, and falls right there, 15-3. Thank you. As Sophia puts it over. 35 over and out of bounds as it is 16-3 of Suburban. Sixteen to 4. And here is 35 for the Patriots, and she puts it over there. And Brooklyn gets it over off to the front middle player in the front, and it is 17-4 Suburban here in the first set. As Evangeline Keegan comes in for number 10, Blessing Zing. Evangeline puts it off the net. It is 17-5. All right, so I know this one's Reagan right here because I said so. Yeah, she sends it away, and there's Julie. Brooklyn taps it over, but cannot do so as it is off the front of the net, 17-6. For those of you who might be listening, everything sounds all right back there so you can hear it. I just want to make sure. Yeah, that was for Maria, and that one not excuse me. Point going to Heritage Hall, 17-7. 3 quick points for him. And just let me know everything sounds fine. On my end and your end, as that one is up in the air, there's Julie, and there's another point for the Patriots, 17-8. Just let me know if everything sounds all right. I was able to show everything. It should be on YouTube and Facebook. I was able to get that back together, signed in, so both of them should be on there. If not, it definitely YouTube, I know. As there's Maria, that one falls, and there's another point for the Patriots, 17-9. But if no one tells me you can't be heard, well, I guess that means there's no problem, and that's a good thing. But I just want to make sure everything sounds fine to you, as that one goes towards the bench, and there's a point for Suburban, 18-9, to give them a 9-point advantage. All right, thank you for letting me know. That's good. That's all I want to know, because if it sounds fine, that's all that matters to me. But I'm sure there'll probably be miscues here and there. As that one falls right there, a point for Suburban, 19-9. But I'm sure, as we go throughout the sports season and stuff, there'll be miscues, or maybe they won't, maybe there won't be, I don't know. But as long as everything sounds good here and on your part, that's all that matters to me. And that one will fall for a point for Suburban, 20-9. As they are 5 points away from taking this first set. And that one is away, and how about that? Maria gets it over, and Heritage trying to put it over, and she cannot. Number 34, that one just off the net, as it is now 21-9. You are welcome for the stream. I'd say it is good to be back. I tell you that. It is good to be back here for another sports season here at Suburban. Looking forward to it with volleyball, and that one will fall in bounds for Miss Julie. 22-9. But it is good to be back here for another, like I said, for another sports season here at Suburban. I'm excited for it. Ready to see what will happen here between the different sports. As Julie sends it away, and Brooklyn Montgomery over, and that one sent out of bounds, as it is now 23-9. But it will be interesting to see, not just Suburban, but the rest of your teams too. Be interesting to see what happens. So, as that one is off the net, obviously this stream is for anybody that wants to watch. As long as you know how to find it, tell people. You can watch, and it's pretty simple. Unless it's unable to be streamed, as that one off the fingertips of Natalie, as it is now 23-11, but Suburban in good shape here for the first set. As 34 sends it away, there's Evangeline, there's Brooklyn off the ceiling, and Maria can't get it, as it is 23-12. As here is 34 sending it, and that's a good serve. There's Evangeline, that one over, and falling right in front of 32. And now Suburban a point away from taking the first set. As this is number 12, or excuse me, that one over as number 4, Maria Diaz, who served it, and that one falls right there, and Suburban takes the first set, 25-12. First set, 25-12 in favor of Suburban.
I need to head outside to get the soccer game started. I'll be back when I'm done with that.
Okay. All right, second set is coming up between Suburban and Heritage. Like I said, I do not have any lineup information for Heritage Hall, but I will go over it for Suburban here. As I will try to do, almost every game at the point where I need to with volleyball. It depends on the set between, junior high, JV, and varsity. But for basketball, it's pretty at halftime is when I usually do it. But for Suburban, we have number 1, Alyssa Napier. She's in 6th grade. Number 2, Brooklyn Montgomery. She's a starter in an 8th grade. Number 3, Natalie Connor, a starter in an 8th grade. Number 4, Maria Diaz. She's in 8th grade. Number 5, Sophia Napier, 8th grade and a starter. Number 6, Jane Borders in 6th. Number 7, Faye Padillo. She's in 8th. Number 8, Julie Carpenter. She's a starter in 8th grade. Number 9, Chloe Downey in 6th grade. Number 10, Blessing Zing. She's a starter, and she's in 8th grade. Number 11, Dot Sung in 7th grade and a starter. And number 12, Van Ta Sui, or however you pronounce that, in 7th grade. Number 13, Daisy Teal in 7th, and number 14, Evangeline Keegan. She's in 7th grade. Head coach for the junior high girls of Suburban is Mrs. Amanda Gore, and the assistant coach is Mrs. Katie McGath. That is the roster information and starters for your junior high girls of Suburban. And like I said, there's no information on Heritage Hall. And we won't have anything for varsity either, so don't blame me. And also for ones who might hear the starters and stuff, but if I don't say your name right, or if there's a grade that's on there and you say that and you're not in, do forgive me, because I'm only going by what is on the paper, and if it's wrong, it's their fault. It's not my fault, unless I actually know what grade. But at this point, I've been out. This is my 2nd year out of school officially, and there's some people I'm either going to be more familiar with, and some people I'm getting used to again. But anyway, it all works out. You all know what I'm saying in the first place, right? If not, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, here we go. We're getting ready to start this second set here. Suburban leads 1-0. But as always, we thank you to those of you who might be watching or watch us a later time. This is your guy Matthew Fox coming to you live inside the Crusader box, as this is my 4th year doing this. I'm a pro at it now, right? But this is my 4th year doing it, and iffy on the return, but I am back. And sharper than ever, as they would say, right? But it's good to be back, as that one is away for Suburban. And there's Natalie Connor, Brooklyn. There's 35, and that one over for 21. Blessing, and that one almost saved by Sophia, but she could not get it over, as it is 1-0, Heritage Hall. That one away for them, and there's Sophia, Brooklyn, and there's Sophia. Good job, 30. There's Julie and Brooklyn. Sophia, yes, and that one falls inbounds and ties the game at 1 apiece. That one away. There's, oh my goodness, wasn't even ready. Or, okay, reserve. Yeah, reserve. She was trying to tie her shoes, so they say let's going to do it again. It's okay. All right, Miss Brooklyn. All right, we're already over here, and that means we're ready to serve this time. Brooklyn Montgomery sends it over. And there's got it over, and there's Sophia, the Blessing, yes, and there's 26 over. There's Natalie, Blessing got it, puts it over, and that one up, and 25. That one on the ground, and make it 2-1 Suburban. Brooklyn sent it out of bounds. We're tied at 2 apiece. And 25 serving it for Heritage, and that one over. 2 of them are there, and they both say, my bad. Point to the Patriots, 3-2. And here comes the serve from 25, and that one is up and over. And there's Sophia. Blessing, Sophia got it. And that one, good save, and off the net. 3-3. So good try, good try. All right, and Natalie Connor sends it away, and there puts it over. Julie Blessing sets it up, and Julie does a good job putting it over. And that one will fall on a point for the Patriots, 4-3, as they were excited about that one. All right, ready is 30. That one falls inbounds. Yeah, it came slow, but it came down inbounds. Yes, it did. 5-3. That one away, nice and slow. There's Sophia. Blessing bounces. Wow, that one didn't work out for her. It bounced on the top of the net and could not get it. 6-3, and now substitution made for Suburban as we have 12. Valerie doesn't look like Valerie. If so, that one over for Suburban. Blessing sending it out of bounds, and now it is 7-3 in favor of Heritage Hall. And Katie McGath wants the timeout, and she will get it. But I was going to say, number 12 is Valerie Ramirez, unless Valerie shrunk a little bit. That's not Valerie, so it's probably Mary or Katie or someone, one of those anyway. Timeout, so music, here we come. All right, out of the timeout here. That one away. And there's Katie, or one of them anyway. 27, there's Blessing. Sophia over, and that one will fall. And it is 7-4. Serving is Sophia. That one away for her. There's 26, 27. That one will be over. There's Blessing and 12. And Natalie short. And it is 8-4, Heritage Hall. And that one away, and there's 27, and that one off the front of the net, as it is 8-5 now. And Blessing Zing sends it, and off the net, and now give the point right back to the Patriots. It is 9-5. And number 27 for Heritage, and that one is over, but out of bounds, as it is 9-6. I believe this is Katie, I think they're saying Katie. Sorry. Brooklyn over. There's 25, that one right there, Natalie. Brooklyn and Natalie. That one off of Heritage Hall, off of two of them, 9-7. I don't know if that was originally going to get out of bounds or not, but I don't think it was. But anyway, we'll never know. Okay, Katie putting it over. Natalie. Brooklyn, yes. That one back over to Suburban, and it falls right there. They know they weren't ready. 10-7. And that one underneath the net, 10-8. Suburban down by 2. That one just over. As that worked out, as it is 10-9. As we are tied at 10. That one over. Point to Suburban, 11-10. That one over again, and there's 30. That one off the net, and give another point to Suburban, 12-10. That one away, and that one got over. A nice hit by 27, as it is 12-11. Down by 1 is Heritage Hall. They are down 1-0. And that one is away for 28. There's Natalie, and that one falls. It went off the ceiling, and that one makes it 12-12. But anyway, with these names and stuff and lineups, we'll get better as we go. As that one was an interesting one, but in the end, no one could put it over. 13-12 Suburban as they go up by 1. And here comes the serve from Brooklyn. There you go, 25, putting a little back, and that one arrows the front now off the ceiling and not close to getting over. 14-12 in favor of the Crusaders. And Brooklyn will do it once more, and that one away for her. And that one over. As that one falls. Oh. No wonder I'm off. I'm looking at the varsity. I'm holding the varsity lineup thing. Duh. What are we doing here? As that one is going backward. Hits the ceiling. It's 15-12 Suburban. 15-13. No wonder I'm confused. I'm looking at the varsity thing. What am I doing? Like I said, this is only the first game, you know. There'll be many mistakes. As that one out of bounds, 16-13. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. As there's Natalie. There's 28 and 21 off the net and give Suburban a point. 17-13. They're up by 4. As Natalie Connor puts the ball over. There's 25. That one over to Suburban. That's Vaughn. I understand what the numbers are now. How about that? Oh, man. 18-13. 18-13, and now substitution. As Sophia will come out and Faye will come in. And now another substitution as Dot will come out and Daisy will come in. Man, this makes so much more sense. What am I doing? As that one hits the ceiling, falls. It hit the ceiling, though. It hit this, yeah, it hit the ceiling. So timeout now, Heritage Hall. They're down by 6, and they're also down 1-0. So we'll take a short break. Out of the timeout, and Natalie is short with it, and it is 19-14. Heritage Hall isn't out; they just they're down by 5, but they do not have a lot of work. They do not have a lot to work with, as that one is over, and there's 27. That one is over for Heritage, and that one up in the air. And good job by Blessing to put it over, and they cannot get to it as it is 20-14 in favor of Suburban. All right. Yep. All right, here comes the serve from 7. This is Faye. Puts it over. There's 27, 24. Good job. And that one back over to Heritage. And there's 24. And hold on now. Short and make it 21-14. Suburban 4 points away from taking this game. And the serve from Faye a bit short as it is 21-15. 6 points down is Heritage Hall, so not a lot to play with here. As Suburban is 4 points away and 21 looking to serve, and that one will be on the ground, and Suburban is now 3 points away. And the serve once more. Back over to Suburban, 13, and there is Vaughn. And Van puts it over out of bounds, or Vaughn or Van, 22-16. These people will look at it and say, he pronounced my name wrong. Well, I'm sorry. If that one falls, I don't know. Nobody caught it on that one, 22-17. He pronounced my name wrong. Well, I'm sorry. As that one is over, and here is 7. And that one, that was too many attempts there. So 22-18, I mean, it's a 4-point game. I mean, we're letting them hang around here. So they're not done yet, down by 4. But obviously they need the points. And here's 27 putting that away. And that one just knocked down by Chloe. And that makes it 22-19. So again, they were letting them hang around. And 27 will be short. So that was a break for Suburban. 23-19. They're 2 points away from taking this game. As let's see if Van can put this away here. That one over. That one will be good. Good save. That one off the ceiling. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It is 23-20. So it's a 3-point game. Heritage still hanging tight if they can get a couple points here. But it all depends on their serve. As now we got a little discussion right now. Got to switch. Serve versus 28 comes to the right front, technically. All right, 26 serving and got it over perfectly. Over for Downey, and here is over. That one's over, and that one cannot be over by Natalie. And guess what? It's a 2-point game. It's a 2-point game. And here comes the serve, 26. Got it over, Natalie, that one right there, Brooklyn, and that one better get it, that one out of bounds. Wasn't properly prepared, and it is 24-21. Suburban just a point away from taking this one. As that one over, Daisy is serving. That one hit the ceiling, and that does it for this junior high matchup. The Suburban Crusaders beat Heritage Hall 25-21 in the second set, and they win 2-0 over Heritage Hall, as this was their home opener, Suburbans anyway. As it was a good contest for both teams. I mean, a little, as this one could have gone either way here in the second set. But Suburban went out on top, and they got the job done, so congratulations to them. But Heritage Hall made it a good contest there. So on the Max Preps thing, there's not real. Heritage Hall doesn't have much. Doesn't really have any roster information or anything like that. They're up to date on the scores and stuff. Is kind of not there either. But with this win for Suburban, it will improve them to 3-1 overall for the junior high girls of Suburban. And just to recap what happened at the beginning of the season for them, they won against Colonial 2-0. They won 2-0 against Columbus Christian School. They lost 2-0 against Morrisville Christian Academy. And obviously they just won this game right here against Heritage Hall 2-0. So that puts them at a 3-1 record on their season. For what it's worth, you know, for what it's worth. But it may not be as much as important, you know, much as importance to them. But it's nice that we keep track of it, and you know, you can, knowing that it may not have much importance to them like it does to varsity, is what I'm saying. But you know, I like to keep track of stuff like that, the record and stuff. But anyway, they are 3-1 on the season, so a nice little good start for them. That's good. And this was their home opener, and a good start for them if you're Suburban. I'm not even going to try and figure out Heritage Hall. They don't even have most of their stuff together, so that's okay.
All right. So this is going to get a little more complicated. So here's how this one's going to go.
So we're not starting yet, are we?
Oh, no.
Okay.
We have plenty of time. No,
Okay.
that's just the countdown
Oh.
until we start
Oh,
the 15 minutes
okay.
clock. So with this one, this is the home opener. So it's not on Friday. We usually
No.
do it on Friday home, but it's the home opener.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we are going to, I'll start saying home opener in the prayer. We're going to go to national anthem.
Okay.
So that is, oh, we love this part. Okay.
No.
So it's all right. It's
No,
right there.
I'm-
That's why that one right there. Click it, and then you'll just hover over to one of these two plays.
Okay.
Now, when it's done, make sure to go ahead and pause it because that second song. I'm going to be doing it from here.
Okay.
So I'll be very tall. My wife is going to shut the lights off.
Okay.
Zach will be up here to do a spotlight.
Okay.
You can be working with this.
Okay.
I'm going to stand in here and I'm going to be getting. It's basically as soon as the national anthem is done, I am going to open this next song.
Okay.
And go through certain parts of my life, yeah, and I'm going to do a special intro for that for the ladies.
Okay.
As soon as I'm done with that, so basically it's just a little bit more crowded
Yeah.
here. I'm going to be helping you with this.
Okay.
So I'll probably just be up here when it's like 30 seconds left or so.
Okay.
Once that's done, I'll switch it back to back up here. Sports warm-up is right at the top of this most recent. You'll hit it, I'll hit it there, and then all you'll have to do for the first time out or whatever is right there. You'll set to go. But I'll have that there for you. So
Okay.
just because I know it's a little technically challenging, so
we'll eventually get back into it as time goes on.
it'll just be a little crowded up here. But
Yeah. We've done it before.
we've done it for the bachelor.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah. So that'll be closer to the start time though. They're still got the 15 minutes still. Put up there.
All right, so with all that being said, we will have the varsity matchup in just a little bit. I'll have that up and going for you. And so it will be the home opener for varsity against these same Heritage Hall Patriots. All right, so stay tuned for it, and I'll be back with you shortly. All right, goodbye for the time being.